Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. It's the record time of 9:39 a.m. on the Eastern Time on Saturday, June 24th. Hope you guys have a great week and also happy Saturday. Respect to Ethereum, $1,895, up about 0.07% so far. On the overall crypto market as of this morning right now, you could see that on the key coins, we're relatively flat, up and down respectively 0.05% so far. On the altcoins after house, you can see that we're also quite mixed bag, not really moving up or down. So this is more just a pure sideways consolidation play that we're seeing across the spectrum. And on the equity side, you can see that we ended on a relatively red note, as you have probably seen on the news. And also on the technical front, we know that across the tech sector, right, a lot of the technology stocks, EV stocks, AI stocks, even the blue chip technology stocks have been quite extended, right? So many indicators on the technical perspective, but also with respect to Wall Street analysts are, explaining or foreshadowing that some sort of a correction should be necessary in the near future, which based on the technical as we've been discussing so far, I do have to agree with some elements to it, which we can dive into in a bit. But let's just take a look at the technical real quick. So again, with respect to recording time of 9:40 a.m. on the Eastern Time, you can see that we're clearly forming a swoop, right? You have reached to the level of 1650, which is a level that we've discussed, right? 1650, 1750, these are respective level. And right now we are at the level of 1850, right? Try to reach up to the next level of 1950, which is not a technical level. The next level for real is 2150, which you can see that we're quite extended right now, right? And on the technical front, you could see that you didn't even get to 1950, you got to 1935. So what's the next play right now? You can see that we have formed a golden cross, which translates into a green pressure, which is very logical. It happens every single time when you see a golden cross. And at the same time, we are at the 61 out of 70 on a daily. Weekly right now, you can see that we're also kind of fusing together, not really moving up or down. And you can see that as we have revisited a while back, 2,150, you could see that we were $7 away from it. Which is, how precise is it, right? I mean, this is not magic. This is just technical analysis translating into, what we should be doing strategically. So what do we do strategically at the moment right now, right? You can see that we are cross down and cross up right now. So we're kind of just gliding on a sideways fashion. But monthly is still bullish, right? You can see that the golden cross about to be formed. But again, this is more of a monthly perspective. So my suggestion is that I would not really get in at the moment right now because this is not the logical level with quite extended 61. At the same time, this is forming an apex right now. So what's logically going to happen is that this is going to kind of come down organically like a curve, right? Like you throw a baseball up in the air and then organically it will kind of start to simmer down and cool off in momentum and then glide down from there. So I would not really touch it at the moment. I would start to come back up and accumulate starting at 1750 all the way to 1650 again. And by doing that, it will kind of replenish the momentum, but also allows the weekly chart to kind of reformulate. And we are not too high or not too low at the 60 out of 70 as well. But as we get over that, sideways consolidation, which is technically what's happening right now, we should ideally see some elevations on a monthly perspective. On the Bitcoin side of the house, you could see that we are also, have that high reach, right? You could see that we have this swoop, right? This is kind of a way of thinking about this. This is a cup and handle. So a cup, right? And what you need to do is kind of form a secondary handle, right? And at the moment right now, the daily looks very extended, 72 out of 70. So definitely do not buy at this level at the moment yet. If you are looking for better opportunities to come. Weekly, it is fusing together with form a golden cross, but this is again relatively small in terms of separation, so that translates into low pressure instead of elevation. On a monthly, it's you could see that it's quite bullish actually. You could see a golden cross about to be formed, which is good as expected. So everything seems to be trending accordingly. But again, not advisable to be buying at the moment. Again, not my advice to you, but just my technical translation. So last but not least, let's take a look at with respect to the equity side. Again, fairly extended, but weekly it is showing that bull market is beginning. You could see it right now. This golden cross is about to fuse up, which is great. But with respect to the weekly, extremely extended. We're 70 out of 70. You could see that we popped the balloon, forming a little finger looking thing if you look closely. Like your index finger slowly kind of curving down, which translates that was the apex technically. On the daily, you could see that we're about to form a mega death cross. So showing that the equity market, especially the leading tech stocks that has been pumping up, will technically need to correct shortly. So appreciate you for joining me this morning. Have a good rest of the weekend, and thank you for the kind comments. It's definitely keep me motivated and inspired to keep the video pushing. And sorry for being a little bit I guess away for a little bit. I do travel and I am commuting, and I'm also working with crazy schedule internationally. So I appreciate you for being accommodating, and thank you so much for the ones that actually subscribed to our Patreon recently. It's tough for me to do videos, but for me to update on a more of a technical charts perspective is quite something that I do every single day anyway. So feel free to subscribe if you don't want me to hear me talk every single day. And this can be a more of a effective and efficient way for you. All right, have a good one. Take care. Bye.